struggled against the Crocs. In Townsville, Brad Hill going to the rim, and that's a good sign for Cairns.
That's how he can, to be able to get himself to the line and to be able to create for his teammates.
We saw glimpses of
teach someone to have those sort of smarts to make his teammates better.
Mark Worthington cutting to the basket. That'll be on.
Well, he shoots it from down low. His release is low, but he needs to keep getting aggressive and make things happen.
Chris Golding from the... Stephen Orr comes up with his good hands. His little bank shot off the windows, no good. Hudson on the offensive glass, gets it to go.
And that's what Hudson does. He's not one of these big scorers from the perimeter or get it into the post and expect him to go one-on-one. Joey Ryan gets in a little bit of trouble from the referees.
Gets on the board. Hudson checks his lip. Give it right back to him. Hill showing you skills with the ball. And then traveled at the end.
That's 6'7", 6'8". Very, very talented player, Brad Hill. I don't think we've seen the best of him.
Defender would have had the book on him to, you know what, let him have that.
Exactly. The scouting report says, let Kerry Williams take that. And that will be a whole lot of confidence for Kerry Williams.
The replay, that's what, we get a better look at it from here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did slide it.
Not only did he travel once. Heap of games and hundreds of shots.
Hudson called for the charge. Joey Wright doesn't like it.
Was the defender, and if he was under the basket, it's a legitimate question. Really going from not having a whole lot of success to getting to a grand final series. The question will be, is being at Tigers, and now the predictions are more about them coming, you know, back to the bottom of the ladder again.
And that's what I had. You know, both of those teams had a lot of key players back.
There's no doubt about that, and I think building a team, you know, starts with that culture that you're trying to build, and those guys wanting to be part of it and adding one or two players every year of where you feel like you failed the year before. And programs are built over a 4 or 5 year period by creating your bases, and you know, they've certainly done a great job of that in Perth. And
Dean Bremner throws it to Jamar Wilson to push it back. He doesn't necessarily want it.
No, I certainly didn't want it.
Of them back in the days of Leroy Loggins, Larry Sengstock won one of his 5 championships here for the Brisbane Bullets. Shane Heal, of course, played here for the Brisbane Bullets. Started out your career here, Shane, at 17, is that right?
That's it.
29. Dallas shoots the Kareem type sky hook.
Oh, they've counted it.
Isn't he? This is a very small lineup for Ken. Well, not that small. Yeah, there's the net.
He deserves lunch if he can make that.
That wasn't pretty. Worthington.
Underneath him. 8 wide. Block.
And here's the foul. Riding a little bit. Mark Worthington can milk a foul, too. Up-paced tempo out of his head for a game plan is Hill with the left hands off the mark. Stephen Moore pulls it in. The blade. Love to do those. Whether you make it or not, that sets up your next one. Hill bounces around, doesn't get the roll. Good tip by Dowdle. Nice. Good tip by Dowdle. Nice dish to Brad Hill.
I think he was shooting that.
A reluctant dish.
Team warning wide. Team warning wide. Don't touch the ball, I'll tell you guys, all right?
Team warning on Mayberry, giving it out.
And that's good refereeing too, because Cairns will be trying to throw the ball away, so Gold Coast can't get the ball in and for the foul more than he was of actually going up and making the bucket.
Warren with the steal, and he lays it up and in. Contact. And we get another look on that nice anticipated steal. And Jason Kadee, oh my goodness, no wonder Jason Kadee was complaining. Missed that one by 2 feet. I think he got a good look at the first couple because they couldn't believe he was going to shoot it. Had some defensive pressure on that one. Had a plus 40 game in college. Scored over 1,200 points as Jay.
Freeze somebody is then what you do after it, and it's not just about going around them, it's also then being about stepping back and being able to shoot it or cross it over, and the options you've got out of that.
We're all tied up at 35. Worthington blocking. And the rebounding going to the Taipans as Mark Worthington with a mismatch. Spins to the baseline, draws the contact on Dowdle. And Mark Worthington goes to the foul line once again.
What he does at the ABA level, that was his time to be able to do it now. Tough matchup for him inside, though, against Tommy Garland.